Hello everyone. I've gotten a lot of requests to show how I curl my hair. I wear my hair a lot like this in a lot of my videos. If you see my hair curly, this is what I do. You're going to want to start off with dry hair. I just let mine air dry, but you can just blow dry your hair really quick. And then I sprayed my Cebu Sashini Thermal Shine Solution in there. But you can use any heat protectant spray. It's really important to use one of them. And you're going to need a curling iron, and this is the same one that I showed in my other hair video. This is just my Revlon ceramic curling iron. It's like about 1.5 inches in diameter. I use a big one because I like how that looks, like bigger, fuller waves as opposed to like little ringlets. So it's really up to you. It's really easy. First, you're gonna section off your hair. You're gonna section off the bottom third of it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just gonna put this up. Fun. And then I'm going to section this bottom half in half. And then, it all depends on how, the thickness of your hair. I have quite a bit of hair, so I have to section it off a few times. If this bottom half section of yours isn't too thick, you can just do that whole piece together, but I'm going to separate this into two. I'm going to take my curling iron, and instead of starting at the bottom and curling it up, I always start at the top. And then I kind of clamp it there and curl it, and then I release it a little bit. I'm just going to show you what I do. So I clamp the top part, and I turn it in the direction that I want it to go. And then I'll release it and pull it out, and then turn it again in the same direction. Then I'm going to release it some more, pull some hair out, turn it. So just so you kind of see what I'm doing. And I do this, so here's the top. I'm going to look in my mirror. My mirror's over there. It's a lot easier for me so I don't burn myself like I did last time. So see how I curled just the top section of it? I'm sorry, my hair is dark. It's going to be hard to tell. Curl the top, leave it there, kind of release this a little bit and pull it down slowly. You don't want to tug at your hair. And then you're just going to keep turning it. And then you leave it there for a little bit, release it some more, pull it down, turn it again. And the reason why I start at the top first, see, I'm going to release it until I get to the very end of the chunk of hair and turn it. And the reason I do this starting from the top rather than the bottom upward is because I want to concentrate as much heat as I can, there's the first curl, on the top section, because that's the part that normally gets weighed down and you end up with just curls at the bottom. But if you want more volume and you want your curl to stay longer, I would suggest starting at the top. So I'm going to do that again. You see how I'm going this far out, and then I'm turning it and curling it all the way up as close to my scalp as I can get without hurting myself. Hold it there for a few seconds. Now release the clamp, slide it down a little bit, and then turn it again. It's really simple and it's really quick. And then I'm going to release it some more and turn it. See how slowly I'm making my way down to the bottom, now I'm going to release some more, and do it slowly. You don't want to pull your hair out. Curl it, I'm going to release it until I get to the end, and let it go. So I find that my curls stay a lot longer with this. If your hair is a little harder to curl, maybe spray it with hairspray first and let it dry a little bit before you start doing it, or keep the iron in for a little bit longer. But that's kind of the look that I'm going for, and this is how I do it all the time. And do it with this section again. And I always like to curl away from my face, but it's up to you. You guys, you can alternate it if you want like a more messy look. So see how I curled that first part? This might be easier to see. Go. And this goes a lot faster as you get the hang of it. And obviously, if you're not doing it in front of the computer, it goes a lot faster. So release it. But yeah, instead of just putting the most heat on the ends of your hair, which tend to get damaged the most, oops, I loosened that a little too much, but it still works. I'm going to go back over that actually. And this time I'm just going to go quickly on the top because it's gotten enough heat. But see how you can go faster. If your hair is finer and it curls faster, then You don't have to keep it on as long, but if your hair is thicker, coarser, you can keep it on a little bit longer. Yeah, so like I said, instead of concentrating all the heat at the top and then rolling it up, where your ends have contact with the iron at like the whole time. Oops, let's see, can you see? Instead, I am using or putting the most heat on all of it, really, because if you can see, most of the heat is at the top right now, and I'm turning it, so it's all concentrated at the top, but as I release it, the iron has more contact with the next section of hair as I go down. So the heat is more distributed. That way they each get kind of about the same amount of heat throughout the process. And therefore, like, I find that it holds the curl a lot better all throughout as opposed to just at the end. So if you find that your hair kind of only holds curl at the very end and the rest of it kind of falls flat, try going from the top down instead of down up. Now I'm going to take the side of it. This is what I do. Obviously section it any way you feel comfortable. This is what I do. I'm going to take this section right here, bring this whole down. So I do the bottom third, then the side, then the other side, and then I do the middle chunk. So again with this, I like to take big chunks of hair when I'm curling it because first of all, I am usually in a rush and I try to do it as fast as I can. Also, when you take a bigger chunk, it ends up looking more wavy than actually curly. So that's why. But it's up to you. I mean, play around with it. Just show you guys how I do it. And again, like, this is not like the way you have to do it. So again, pulling. I mean, like I said, once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. It's really fast. I can do this probably in 10 minutes, like curling my whole head of hair. It doesn't take that long at all. There's a section of hair right here. So how are you guys doing today? You're doing good. My cousin's actually coming over and staying with us for a week. He works in Hong Kong and he's gonna be visiting. So this weekend we're going to the mystery spot again because he's never been. Last time he was here he really wanted to go, and by the time we got there we didn't really plan too well. They were closed already, so we're gonna go this time around. Not sure when I'm gonna upload this video though, so maybe by the time you see it I'd have already gone. But yeah, so we're gonna do that, and I think we're gonna go to Hearst Castle too. Can you see? It's hard to tell because my hair is dark. But okay, now I'm gonna take this other section. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, and I take big chunks, big sections of hair because I want to do it fast. This is actually really thick, but that's okay. I might actually divide this into 3, but for time's sake, I'm just gonna do 2. So, same thing. Same technique all the way through. Like, seriously, this is all I do. I just start at the top, curl it in, release it a little bit. Again, you don't want to really tug because then it can get caught and snagged in the curling iron. Kind of want to just release it a little bit and slowly, like, take it out and do it gently. And then I haven't had problems really where it's just gotten stuck. If it feels like it's really getting stuck, then just release it completely, let it go, and start over. But I haven't had that problem. It usually releases and turns pretty easily. See, that was a lot of hair because it's covered my whole iron, which I don't normally use that much, but see. And if you want to keep it on for longer, you get a better curl. If you just want to do it quickly, you get more of like a wave effect afterwards when you're done like doing all of it, because as you let it cool down, it kind of gets way down a little bit and produces more of a wave as opposed to like a spiral curl. Which I like, actually. I like it when some strands are curlier than others. It looks more natural. It looks like my hair just did it on its own, but in reality, curled it. So yeah, it's very important. I've said this before, to use a thermal protectant spray, heat styling spray, because it really protects your hair. I use heat tools all the time, so it's really important. Okay, now this back section, I'm gonna divide this middle section to 3, so 1, 2, and then the back section. So I'm gonna take the back section first. Put this back up. And where is it? I can't see. Disoriented when it's backwards like that. Okay, this back section, you can decide which way you want to curl it. If you want to curl it to the right or to the left. I don't know. For some reason, I always curl it this way. And Willi's here. If you hear scratching on the floor, that's Willi. Hi, Willi. Hi. I'm curling my hair. Yeah, you want to curl your hair? Don't stand on the computer. So Willi's here. And since I'm doing basically the same thing, if you don't want to sit and watch the whole thing, feel free to turn it off. Because, yeah, I'm just going to be doing the same thing. So, it's like that. Or fast forward to the end if you want to see the end result. So I'm going to just divide this section in half now. Leaving a little bit more in this last section because I'm going to divide that last section into 2. And I'll show you what I do with that. So I'm going to curl this one on this side now. And again, the direction in which you curl it is really up to you. Like I said, I always curl it away from my face just because I like how it falls that way. But it's up to you. Again, you can alternate it. If you're going for a more like natural wavy look, it's better to switch it up a bit. But yeah, I'm doing it this way. Bye, Willi. Okay. So almost done. Now I just have the top section left. And this I'm going to divide down the center. I'm going to do one side here. If you part your hair down the center, you can curl it one this way, but I normally part it to the side, so I'll do this section first. And I'll show you what I mean if that doesn't make any sense. I'm not making a lot of sense right now, I'm sure. Sorry. Probably see it better here. Release, curl, release, curl. And this works for short hair as well. Obviously, you're just curling less hair, but I mean, the same goes for it. I always start at the top when I curl my hair like this. Oops, I released that too much or too soon, but that's okay. The front sections, I kind of leave in a little less because I like it to be more loose. And so this section, I part my hair on this side, so I'm going to leave it on this side and curl it this way because this is how it's going to lay. But again, if you part yours down the middle, then curl it, you know, half and half, or if you part it on the other side, do it on the other side. It just kind of helps it so that, you know, when you're wearing your hair throughout the day, it falls on that side. And then almost done. And that's it. So hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!